have a plan to find Bigfoot, a full-on large-scale search. Thousands of people, helicopters maybe, drones at the very least. We're talking infrared, night vision, the whole 9 yards, and then some.
And we comb every last inch of woods until there's nothing left to search.
Full disclosure, I love this topic, but I am still a skeptic because our best evidence is still the Patterson Gimlin film from 1967, which is part of the reason for this video. Because I want to believe. I mean, I really do. And I think this is the best option to find out if Bigfoot is actually out there. So there's a study that was done by a group called Civic Science that found 13% of Americans, plus or minus 2% margin of error, believe in Bigfoot. At least we all know there's enough interest to put out such top-tier TV shows on the subject.
Destination America presents an all-new season sneak peek of mountain monsters.
The current estimated adult population of the United States is a little over 260 million, which means if we applied the negative 2% margin of error to the survey results to be conservative at 11%, that would still be 28.6 million people, which means for every 5,000 people asked to join the hunt, if only one said yes, we would end up with over 5,700 people joining in the search, which is probably uber conservative. My gut tells me a whole lot more people would show up. I mean, who wouldn't want to be part of the largest squatch hunt in human history? Just look at the attendance records of festivals and conferences. This number bears out. Let's get everybody out of the conference hall and into the damn woods.
Bring me the one they call Sasquatch.
So let's say 5,700 people do decide to show up. Now we have a logistical problem on our hands, and it's going to be a profanity nightmare. Now we're talking about bathroom facilities, food services, lodging maybe, and organization. Because you can't just let 5,700 people go gallivanting about in the woods doing their own thing. Hell no. We need order. Search grids, patterns. So I can see why this hasn't really been done before. Of course, there are very large music festivals that do this, numbering in the hundreds of thousands, like Coachella. Albeit, those attendees are not in any danger of walking off a cliff or going toe-to-toe with a bear. But you know what? Go big or go home. And the idea is pretty basic. We pick an area with a high number of alleged Bigfoot sightings, break into groups, surround the area, and start moving into a central point. How large of an area could we cover? I don't know. Several thousand square miles, sure. Where's this all going to take place? Right off the bat, I'm crossing Florida off my list. If you want to go walking through the swamp, that's on you. I ain't doing it. And Washington State appears to be the place with the highest potential. Objectively, I think winter would be the best time to do this. Ask any hunter. Game tends to move more in search of food that is harder to find. They're easier to track, and they don't blend in as well with the white snow. And don't you come at me with this interdimensional Harry Potter invisibility cloak wearing Sasquatch. I will swat that shit away every time. Cons of doing this in the winter is obviously the safety factor. The snow is going to cover dangerous terrain. You're going to have people slipping, sliding, breaking things, falling off cliffs, sad funerals.
Damn you, Roger! Damn it! Damn you!
Lawsuits. It's going to be, it could be a problem. Luckily, Bigfoot is a year-round type of dude. So if we do this in the summer, people can at least see where they're walking. And they need less warming layers, and nobody has to worry about hypothermia. How much is all of this going to cost? We're talking rental fees for some of the equipment like the drones. We're talking hunting guides, trackers, event staff, organizers. We're talking temporary infrastructure type stuff. We're talking insurance for all of it. Gear, organizers, attendees, permits maybe. Who knows what else? The best I can guess is probably low millions. But maybe some of that can be offset by sponsors. Who knows? Maybe Elon Musk would want to get in on this. All that said, I'm just putting it out there because I hadn't heard anyone talk about this yet. And I certainly don't have the bankroll to make it happen. But I want to know what you think. Now, one of my main concerns, besides that of the people and their physical safety, would be that of the environment. On the wildlife, on the trees, the rocks, maybe not the rocks, I don't know. Because we wouldn't be doing any favors for the wildlife. Several thousands of people walking through the same general area. Which is partly where I think the technology would really come in handy. The drones and the night vision so that we wouldn't have to trample over every last inch just to get an answer. Now, of course, I've never actually orchestrated anything like this, nor am I saying that I should be the one to do this. I would probably be absolutely terrible.
There are reports of many injuries at the site of the accident.
But I'm just thinking out loud, and I'd like to know what other people think. Give me your thoughts. Other than that, all I want you to do is take care and take it easy.